You're also good friends with Samantha, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, yes.
Because I saw you, I think she was doing a show.
Yeah.
And you, the Sam Jam thing,
Yes.
and you were there, and
Yeah.
I hardly understood what you guys were speaking because you were speaking in Telugu.
Telugu.
But I read comments and I could
Yeah.
see the energies.
Yeah. So Sam and I are those friends, you know, we don't talk all the time. But when we talk, we're talking about like life, like big stuff. We never talk like normal. We don't have like, hey, what are you doing? That conversation never happens. We're directly talking at like number level 10. But yeah, I think she and I have always had. I don't know. There's always been a sense of security. You know, be it Kaj or Sam, we've always been just in a very good space in our own spaces, and we've related to each other as people.
Yeah.
Because that's what we primarily are. Apart from being actors, because this is a job, this is what we do for a living.
Yeah.
Of course, we're extremely passionate about it, but that doesn't change the fact that, you know, nobody's taking this anywhere. So yeah, so I think I've had this really amazing camaraderie with most people because we're quite kind of just secure in what we do.
When we talk about Sam, you know, recently she announced that
Yes.
she's been diagnosed with myositis. Not many people actually knew about the disease. It's an autoimmune disease,
Yeah.
and it is very difficult to live with.
Yes.
And but you can fight it, and she's a brave warrior.
Absolutely.
It's not impossible. It's a difficult disorder, like painful, but you can fight it out, and which she wonderfully does. And I keep, you know, whenever I read something, I send it to her. Whenever there's something that I really need to speak, I do tell her. And she recently told me that in all my interviews, you know, I've been noticing that you've been asking everybody about me in all your interviews, which is so sweet. So I will of course ask you, because when you heard it, you are a friend.
Yeah.
It came as a shock to people who didn't even know her.
Yeah.
How did you react to her?
No, I was very disturbed. I was very, very disturbed for very many days for the simple reason that, fortunately or unfortunately, our job's very physical. And our job is very much in the public eye, and how we look, how we appear, how we feel, all that matters. And you know, it takes a lot of grit, it takes a lot of strength to fight all of that and stay strong. And she used to be, so when I had COVID, I had been hospitalized.
Yeah.
And I was on steroid medication, which had made me put on a little bit of weight. And you know, just like the haters would, they were like, very moti ho gayi hai and all that. And Sam was one of the few people, she was like, what are you doing? Why aren't you like giving it back to them? And you know, like, why aren't you talking about it? So she's someone who's always been very vocal about how she feels, and I admire that about her. I think that's very brave of her, and it's very hard for an actor to take their vulnerable self and put it out there and put it in the most authentic fashion, and she does it beautifully, and she's a brave heart. So I know this is just a phase in her life which will, I mean, it's been a difficult time for her, but I think it'll pass, because I think that's what happens to brave people. They sail through these things.